Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw Bugs Bunny. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the head. To draw the circle, first make two small marks to indicate the circle's length, and then on the sides make two more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also, pause the video to draw at your own pace. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're having trouble drawing it, just trace the outer edge of a cup, a lid, or anything else with a circular edge. Draw a curved vertical line inside the head. This is a construction guide that will help you place the facial features later on. Place this line closer to the right edge of the circle. Now draw a horizontal line across the head for another construction guide. Place this line slightly higher than the center. On the top left side of the head, draw a long vertical line as a guide for the first ear. Curve the top of the line slightly to the left. The line should be about 1.5 times the length of the head. To the right, draw another long vertical line as a guide for the other ear. Place this line directly on top of the vertical construction guide that's inside the head. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Inside the head, on top of the horizontal construction guide, draw a tall thin arc for the first eye. Draw the eye to the left of the vertical construction guide. The top of the eye should be very close to the top edge of the circle for the head. To the right of the vertical construction guide, draw another arc for the other eye. This eye should be smaller than the first eye. This eye should be smaller because the head is slightly turned. Now draw a very small triangle where the construction guides intersect for the nose. The nose should be closer to the eye on the right. On the left side of the nose, draw a long curved horizontal line for the top part of the cheek. The left tip of this line should be outside the main circle. Use the initial construction line as a guide to help you draw this line. Close off the bottom part of the eye on the right using a short sloping line. To the right of the eye, draw a line that curves downward for the top part of the other cheek. On the left side, draw a few short angled lines for the furry cheek. Each line should be similar to a small letter V. Follow the curvature of the initial circle as you draw these lines. At the bottom, darken the lower edge of the initial circle. Add a few more short angled lines on the right side too for the other cheek. Curve the lines so that the tips of the fur are pointing downward. The shapes of the cheeks should be wider than the edges of the initial circle. Inside the eye on the left, draw a small oval-like shape for the first pupil. Place the pupil on the lower left side of the eye. Draw another small oval-like shape inside the eye on the right for the other pupil. Now shade in the pupils. Don't push down too hard as you shade. On top of the eye on the left, draw a short curved line for the brow. The top of this line should be outside of the head circle. Draw another short curved line on top of the eye on the right to complete the brow. Draw this line farther down than the eye on the left. Above the nose, draw a short sloping line for a wrinkle. Under the nose, draw two short curved lines for the top part of the mouth. This shape should be similar to a curved letter W. Draw these lines directly on top of the vertical construction guide. On the left side, draw a horizontal line for the side of the mouth. Curve the line slightly and extend it far to the left. On the right side, draw a shorter horizontal line for the other side of the mouth. Under the mouth, draw a U-shaped line for the big front teeth. Draw 2 vertical lines for the sides of the shape, and then close off the shape at the bottom using a curved horizontal line. Add a short vertical line at the top to split the teeth. To the left of the teeth, draw a sloping line for the open mouth. The bottom part of this line should be lower than the edge of the teeth. Add a shorter sloping line on the top right for the other side of the mouth. Inside the mouth, draw 2 short curved lines for the tongue. Under the mouth, draw a curved horizontal line for the lower lip. Now use the vertical line that's on the top left side of the head as a guide to draw the first ear. First, lightly sketch the shape of the ear around the guideline. The shape of the ear should be thin at the top and bottom and wide in the middle. The left side of the ear should curve outward near the bottom. Keep the edges of the ear close to the guide so that the shape isn't too wide. When you get the shape of the ear right, darken the lines. Pay attention to how the shape of the ear curves around the guideline. The overall shape of the ear should be similar to a long leaf. Inside the shape, draw a couple more curved vertical lines for the ear's opening. This shape should be similar to the ear but smaller. Follow the vertical construction guide as you draw this shape. On the top part of the head, draw a couple of short angled lines for some fur. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. These lines should be similar to 3 pointy spikes. Make the spike in the middle longer than the spikes on the top and bottom. Now use the other long vertical line as a guide to draw the other ear. Just like before, first lightly sketch the shape of the ear around the guideline. Make the top and bottom parts of the ear thin and the middle section wide. When you get the shape right, darken the lines. Don't overlap the shape of the first ear or the fur at the bottom as you draw this ear. Keep the edges of the ear close to the guide so that the shape is thin. Inside the shape, draw a couple more curved vertical lines for the ear's opening. The ears should be similar in shape, but the ear on the right should be smaller. On the left side, draw a vertical line from the ear to the cheek for the side of the head. Curve the line slightly outward at the bottom. At the top, draw a short sloping line between the brows to finish the head. Under the head, draw 2 short vertical lines for the neck. Inside the neck, near the left, draw another short vertical line for the color separation. Under the nose, draw 6 long lines for the whiskers. Draw 3 whiskers on either side. Draw each whisker as a quick long stroke. Make the whiskers on the left slightly longer than the whiskers on the right. Now go over the final lines with a pen, a marker, or any other type of permanent ink. The next few steps are sped up so that the video won't be too long. Take your time and be careful when you ink your drawing to avoid any accidents. Don't ink the initial guidelines, only the final drawing. When the ink dries, erase all of the guidelines. Now color your drawing. Use gray for the top part of the head. Color the ears and the tongue pink and the inside of the mouth dark red. And that's it for Bugs Bunny. Don't forget to pause the video to draw at your own pace. Also, please visit easydrawingtutorials.com where every step of this tutorial is broken down into an individual image. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Also subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.